In Washington on August 8, the leaders of Armenia and Azerbaijan stood alongside US President Donald Trump to sign what was hailed as a historic peace accord. The agreement promises to end decades of hostility, including wars fought over Nagorno-Karabakh, and to open a new chapter of economic connectivity in the South Caucasus. But at the center of this deal lies a project that has ignited fierce opposition from Iran. The Trump Route for International Peace and Prosperity, or TRIP. Under the accord, the TRIP corridor would link Azerbaijan to its Nakhchivan exclave through southern Armenia. Operated under Armenian law but developed under a 99-year US lease, it would create a direct transport artery from the Caspian to Turkey, bypassing Iran entirely. For Washington, it is an opportunity to strengthen trade routes, expand influence, and promote stability. For Baku, it is a geopolitical victory that cements territorial gains. For Yerevan, it is part of the price for a lasting peace with its longtime rival. In Tehran, however, the announcement landed like a thunderclap. Ali Akbar Velayati, a senior advisor to Iran's supreme leader, declared that Iran would block the corridor with or without Russia. Speaking to the Tasnim news agency, he accused Washington of treating the Caucasus like real estate, warning that what the United States calls a gateway for peace would become, in his words, a graveyard for Trump's mercenaries. He called the plan political treachery and said it undermines Armenia's territorial integrity. Iran's foreign ministry issued a more measured statement. While welcoming the peace agreement itself, it stressed that any project near Iran's borders must respect national sovereignty and avoid foreign interference. Beneath the diplomatic language lies a deeper strategic concern. The corridor could allow NATO, through Turkey and US influence, to position itself directly between Iran and Russia. Moscow's reaction has been cautious. The Russian foreign ministry welcomed the peace efforts, but echoed Iran's warning against outside intervention. Officials noted that past Western-led conflict resolution efforts in the Middle East had deepened divisions rather than healed them. Still, Russia has not openly opposed the corridor, perhaps reflecting its reduced leverage in the Caucasus since the war in Ukraine shifted its strategic focus. Turkey, by contrast, sees only opportunity. President Recep Tayyip Erdogan spoke with Azerbaijani President Ilham Aliyev immediately after the deal was signed, offering full support for the corridor. Turkish officials argue that it could connect Europe to the depths of Asia through Turkish territory, boosting trade and energy flows. Ankara has long backed Baku militarily and politically, but in recent years has also sought to normalize relations with Armenia, provided that peace with Azerbaijan is secured. The stakes are high. The question now is whether the peace deal's most ambitious element will survive the fierce pushback from Tehran. History in the Caucasus suggests that every gain comes with a risk, and every corridor can become either a bridge to prosperity or a new front line. The world will be watching closely, because in this mountainous crossroads between Europe and Asia, the lines between peace and provocation can shift overnight.